What's going on, Salt Straw Nation? This is Richard here. Today I got a couple quick tips on the water for you. So where I'm at right now, it's kind of low tide and low incoming. So what I'm doing is I'm fishing shelves right now. Shelves that have a good drop off. I'm in about 6 or 7 feet of water right now, and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. There's a really nice shell bar up here and a good point, and there's some good current coming in. So what's happening is these fish are starting to come and converge on this point. So let's take a look at it and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right guys, so just wanted to show you exactly what I was talking about. So I'm fishing with live shrimp today, just on a slip cork. I really like this rig because this little knot right here, you can adjust your depth and kind of make sure you're in that strike zone. But you can see right here in front of me, there's a really good point. There's a little bit of an oyster mound right here, but what's happening is there's a really good shelf that comes off right here. So what's happening is these fish are kind of going up close to the bank, getting out of the current, but all of this bait that's coming in from the ICWs all pushing in here, and these fish are just eating them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a shrimp out there and let's see what we get. Got him, guys, that quick. Right there. See these guys? These fish are stacked up right here on this point. Beautiful trout. And what's happening is they're just getting all this bait that's getting washed down, and all they have to do is stay right off the edge of this shelf and come up and eat it as it's going over the top of them. So here we go. Slip cork did great. Oh, hold on, buddy. Perfect hook in the side of the mouth. There we go. Beautiful little trout, guys. Let's go catch some more. All right. That's him, guys, right there. See how I caught him, guys? He's right here. All these fish are on this seam, and all they're doing is hanging out right next to that ledge. It's a nice one, really good one actually, guys. So there's hanging out right here on that seam, and they're catching all the bait that's coming out right there. Oh, this is a good trout. Let's get him in. There you go, guys. Beautiful trout right there. Right here off this point, these guys are just hanging right by the seam. This is all you got to do. You got to find a good shelf where these fish can hang out at, throw some live shrimp on a slip cork, and you're gonna have yourself a good day. There he is. All right guys, I want to give you a quick tip on approaching your spot. So I'm right here in a perfect area where I can throw right on this current seam. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a really nice shelf right here, and I can throw just right on that seam, and that's right where all these fish are. There's a really good school here. So what I did was I approached from back this way, right, and came up because it's an incoming tide coming this way. So I went ahead and just put my stick-it pin right out here in the front. The other thing I did is made sure I turned my Simrad off, because once you're in the spot, you don't want any more noise than necessary. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'm in a perfect area to make cast, and I'm pretty close to the bank, which is also going to help you with some stealth. So that's just one more tip. Once you start getting in on these fish and find that school, approach them quietly, get where you need to go, and just easily get in here to where you can go ahead and throw right where you need to, which in this case is right off the point. So let's get a live shrimp out there and see how much more we can catch. Got him right there on the ledge, guys, every single time. So much fun with live bait, y'all. I mean, it's like almost every single cast getting a really nice quality trout. This one might need the net. Beautiful fish, guys, beautiful fish. All right, pretty, guys. You can see that hook just right there, barely in there, but super sharp, right in the corner of the mouth. Beautiful fish. All right, there he is, guys. Let's get another one. And one thing I wanted to mention as well, guys, so I'm on a really prime stretch of bank as well. So just because you've got the seam right here doesn't mean you can't have a second angler put a same slip float right out here on the back. I mean, this is a prime looking grass line as well, so they can fish while you're fishing up front and really just cover a ton of water. That's why I love the slip float. It is just an awesome tool to locate, find, and then catch fish once you do find them. So let's go catch a few more. All right, guys, gotta get all that slack out your line, then get a nice dead drift and just kind of reel in as it gets closer to you. All right, so I threw a little bit too far back on that one. You guys can see these trout, I mean, they're feeding in a very specific zone. So I threw right here on the ledge, but that weight didn't get my shrimp down in time. So what I need to do is throw a little bit further up where it's shallower, kind of on top of the ledge. By that time, when my shrimp goes over it, those fish are ready to eat it because it's right there at the perfect level, which right now is somewhere about 4.5 or 5 feet. So that's what's working today. We're gonna keep doing that until the school moves, guys. Here's a nice trout. Let's see. Get that slack out the line and hang on. Got him. Oh man, missed him on that. It's all right. Get another one. All right, guys, so if you can see where I'm hooking this shrimp, I'm just going right here through the horn, which for the type of fishing I'm doing right now is perfect, because they're just basically drifting in the current, and they swim kind of how they naturally do. And I've got a little weight just above him to make sure he's kind of getting to the depth that I want. A little pinch on bullet weight, but this is all you need, guys. Super easy setup. And I've got the knot probably about 4 feet up, fishing right off a ledge. Every single cast I'm catching a trout. So let's throw it back out there. All right, looks like a good trout to me, guys. Let's see if he gets it. Right about in here. There he goes. Got it. All right, nice. So guys, another thing, these guys have really soft mouths, okay? So I've got a pretty loose drag right here, you can see, and these hooks that I've got are super sharp. So you don't really need to horse these guys in, because they can, as you see right now, he's doing a lot of head shakes. So as soon as you get too much pressure, you know, on these fish, they're gonna come off. I mean, he's going nuts. So it's classic head shakes, just ease them in, but there you go. Right there on the slip cork, guys. Beautiful fish. That's all you gotta do. Fish right there off the ledge. See how sharp that hook is? Just went right there in the side of the mouth. Set that easy. Well, got a plane, but just that easy, guys. Just comes right out. Beautiful little fish. Every single cast, I've been catching a trout right here off this ledge. But one thing too, guys, is when you're fishing like this and you're on a big school, you know, I think I'm actually catching a little bit more right now using live bait. And the reason why is if you're using artificial, your turnaround time to throw back out there and catch another fish is a lot faster compared to now I've got to go and get another shrimp. Excuse me. Now I've got to go and get another shrimp and throw back out there, and that takes time. But what that also does is allow that school to kind of calm down and not spook too much by just pounding them constantly. And trust me, there is a really nice good school right here. I've caught about 14, 15 trout already this morning. About to run out of shrimp actually, all in this one spot. And the reason why is because I'm coming back every 60 seconds versus every 30 seconds. As soon as I catch a trout, I throw right back out there. So that's another thing to think of when you do find a good school of trout and you know kind of exactly where they are. Think about using some live bait, or if you are using artificial, just slow down a little bit. I guarantee you will catch a little bit more out of that school versus you just hit the first 5 you can and then spook that entire school. So just one more thing to think about when you're on a big school of trout. Got him right there on the ledge, guys. Every single time there's a fish there. Really nice one too. Really nice one. Let's see if we can get him in. There we go, guys. Another nice little trout right here on the slip float. All right, guys, so that's it for today. And if there's anything that you like to do when identifying points or fishing on them, or have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you're new to Salt Strong, just know that we're the best online fishing club for saltwater anglers, especially if you're targeting redfish, sea trout, snook, or flounder. There's nothing else like it, and we actually guarantee that you'll catch more fish while saving time and money. We do this with our premium education, the exclusive insider community, and huge discounts on all the tackle you need. To learn more, go to saltstrong.com. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon.